Self-confidence is understanding that you trust your own abilities and judgment, that you value yourself and feel worthy regardless of any imperfections you might have or of what others may think or believe about you. Now, my previous video was about how you can be presentable or on point at all times. Only exterior looks aren't enough for this, as the age-old saying goes, what matters is what's on the inside. And if you don't feel confident on the inside, no matter how much time and money you spend in beautifying yourself, you are not going to look presentable or confident or on point. So this video is kind of like a continuation to the previous one. Go watch it if you haven't. I will link it on the top, and then watch this one. I promise you will learn a lot from this video. So first, let us understand one thing. We are all born confident, but over time our family, friends, bullies, teachers, the society we live in, they all push us down and turn us into these really fragile, insecure beings. So some of us lose the sense of self-confidence and build these walls around ourselves, shunning the world away from us as far as possible. Now, while this is really harmful for you mentally and can put you in a very negative, pessimistic headspace, there is something that can be done to regain this lost confidence. Building, or rather regaining your confidence, is a practice, especially when your confidence is low. A combination of mindfulness and self-awareness techniques can build it right back up. So here are 3 ways to help you build up your self-confidence and showcase your best self to the world. Let's begin. In general, women don't have a very strong sense of self-esteem because since we were little girls, we have been told that we are not good enough. One of the main reasons this happens is because fashion and beauty companies feed on our insecurities to make crazy profits. They advertise these unrealistic beauty standards, and we uniquely beautiful, smart, intelligent, gorgeous women fall for these marketing gimmicks like morons. Most of the times these products are advertised saying they will make you more beautiful and more successful, but in reality they just make us even more unhappy than we already are. So if you ever have thoughts like you are not good enough or pretty enough, your body is ugly, or you are a complete failure, you have to start deconstructing all of these thoughts. Let me tell you one thing, this is not going to happen overnight. You are not going to wake up one day feeling blissful. It is a journey, and you need to be willing to put in a lot of efforts. So spend some time alone and just listen to yourself. Don't let society influence you for the rest of your life. Start questioning why you want the things you want and what truly makes you happy. Stop questioning if you are beautiful and find out what makes you beautiful, and I promise you, if you start asking yourself the right questions consistently, over a period of time you will get a better picture about what it is that you truly desire. And once you figure out what you want and you deconstruct all these negative thoughts, there is no stopping, there is no looking back. You are going to be the best version of yourself. Now, I was a big believer in having one main purpose and following it for the rest of your life until life happened. And let me tell you, passion is not a plan, it is a feeling, and feelings change. So, what your passion or your purpose was at the age of 18 won't necessarily be your passion slash purpose at the age of 30. So you always need to be prepared to improvise, adapt, and overcome. One of the things that I talk a lot about on my YouTube and my Instagram is how I think the most potent human emotion when it comes to self-confidence is pride. When you are truly proud of yourself and when you take the best care of yourself, when you show up regularly to achieve all your goals and you put in consistent efforts, that is when you are truly proud of yourself. And this feeling can be induced only when you work towards something that you think matters. Now, once you find something that matters to you in the moment, doesn't mean you will want to do it for the rest of your life. Live in the moment and do what makes you happy in the moment. So for me right now, making YouTube videos makes me proud and happy. So I am doing just that. Maybe someday in the future, a safe and secure desk job might make me proud. I don't know, but right now, YouTube truly does make me happy. So I won't put it off for the future when I have more time or money or better resources or whatever. I will do it right now and make myself proud and happy right now. Another thing that I always do whenever a friend or an acquaintance has accomplished something doesn't necessarily have to be like a big victory. It can even be a small win, or when I know somebody put in a lot of efforts into something, I always make it a point to tell them that I am proud of them. It's not like you have a limited number of I am proud of yous to give. So let me be completely honest with you for a minute. I have always craved for my parents' approval, and for literally 19 years of my life, I have been dying to hear my dad tell me that he is proud of me and say it from his heart and truly mean it. Not saying this in a bad way. I love my dad and he's a fan of the tough love, and I understand. So what this has made me do is just be there for everyone around me and be really kind to them. So if I know that someone accomplished something big or small, or even if someone is struggling or having a really bad day, I make sure I text them or call them or just tell them that I'm genuinely proud of them and I just truly mean it from my heart. It doesn't cost you anything, but it will definitely make them feel so much better about themselves. Now, I am not saying that your inner sense of self-esteem should ever come from outward validation. To be very honest, you should never base how you truly feel about yourself on how others treat you, because to be very honest, that is something that is beyond your control, and it's just stupid to link these two together. What I mean to say is humans generally have this desire for reciprocity. So when I am nice to people, or when I smile at them or greet them, or in general do a lot of nice things for them, it is going to be reciprocated back to me in some way or the other. Many a times people will see things in you that you cannot see, a lot of times people compliment us on things that we don't allow ourselves to see because we are incredibly self-critical. Let me give you an example. I have always had this manly sort of voice, and it's not something I can do anything about, to be very honest. It's in my genes. My grandmother literally has the same thick, manly sort of voice. But as an insecure teen, I was so fed up of this voice that I tried to sound girly on purpose, and that was totally fake. I mean, if you knew me at the age of 17, know that that girly chick was not me. But after a point, I was done pretending. I was so fed up. I just started being my usual self once again. And that is when I started speaking up openly and socializing, and I noticed that not one, not two, five, more than five actually, more than five people complimented me on my voice, which was something I just couldn't wrap my head around. I kept asking myself if they were making fun of me. So I asked my friend, who had complimented me that day on my voice, and he told me I sound super confident, like I have my shit figured out. And I think that day we had presentations and I was shitting bricks. I was so scared, but he knew that, and even though he said that even though from the inside I was shaking, my voice had this sort of calm authority, like I know what I'm doing, and that made me sound super confident. Now I am not tooting my own horn, but since this conversation happened, I have never gone back to hating my voice. I have taken it as a personal challenge to talk whenever and wherever I can. Hell, that one conversation made me so confident that I have my own YouTube channel right now, and a podcast is also in the works, so inshallah that shall happen soon. So I completely relied on that one compliment to change me, but there are so many other things that I didn't like or sometimes even hated about myself that I came to admire and eventually love about myself. So what I'm trying to say is, don't completely rely on compliments or external validation like I did in this case, because sometimes it works and it is a fast track way into boosting up your confidence, but it's not going to happen every time. So even if it is a quick way, it's not a short one, so be careful about that. In the end, a well reciprocated give and take of being nice to others and accepting kindness in return is the kind of wholesome energy that you need in your life. So these were my 3 mindful tips on how you can increase your self-esteem. Self-esteem leads to self-confidence. Self-confidence leads to action, and action eventually leads you to living your best life. Let me know in the comments below which of these tips are you going to work on, or which of these tips resonated with you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you're watching till now, know that I really appreciate you. Like, I literally love you from the bottom of my heart. And be confident, be you. That is your superpower. Got it? Bye.